Hello again, and welcome to another video in this SudokuPrimer series. Visit SudokuPrimer.com for a video index of all the videos in this channel, for tricks and tips that you can learn, and for lots more Sudoku information. This is puzzle number 59. It's a medium puzzle, and it's from Sudoku to Go, Volume 100 by Soap Opera Digest. And we're going to have fun today finding tricks in this medium puzzle. As you start advancing, some of you may still be at the point where medium puzzles are challenging, but as you start advancing and learning more tricks and moving on to the harder puzzles, the hard and diabolical puzzles, you can go back to medium puzzles and you'll find that there are lots of ways to use the tricks you're learning, and that's what we're going to do in this one today. A couple of things before we get started. I'm going to start using the term box instead of square. When we have three different types of containers. We've got rows, we have columns, and we have squares. I'm going to start calling these boxes. So in all the videos before this one, I use the term square for those, but box or block are two terms that are most common for the 3x3 container that holds all 9 numbers. And then the second thing is, I really appreciate all your comments. I've actually learned some things from comments that I've seen on these videos in this channel, and I want to mention that John Blosser is one of those who has made some comments, and he actually taught me something that I hadn't thought about before, and I've learned some other things from other people. So John, thank you for your comments, and thank you for sharing your understanding of what I will call an ambiguity rule, and I'll show you that in this puzzle here as we go along. Okay, well, let's get started. First of all, right here in the middle we've got an X pattern right here, and don't confuse that with an X-wing, which is a solving strategy a lot of people use when they mark candidates, but I don't mark candidates, as you know. So let's look at this middle box right here. We've got a 1 and a 3 here, so we know these are 1, 3 twins. We've also got an 8 here, so we know one of these is an 8. And the other one is a 6, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we know these twins and these twins. We can solve the 1, 3 twins because we've got a 3 right here. So we can put a 1 in there and a 3. But the 6, 8 twins we can't solve yet. Then let's move on. Let's look at this box right here. We've got a 6 and a 7 right here. So therefore 6 and 7 we have 6 and 7 twins right there. So we've got only two cells left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we know these are 1 and 3, and we got a 3 and a 1 here, so we can solve those too. We can actually solve the 6 and 7 twins here because we've got a 7 here. I didn't do that right at first because I want to point out the fact that a lot of times when you find twins like the 6 and 7 here, even if you can't solve them, they'll help you find other numbers or other twins, like in this case where we found the 1 and 3. Um, Now, because we found these 1-3s here, and we already have 1-3s here, we know that 1 and 3 must go in one of these three cells. We can't identify which which of those cells the 1 and 3 go in yet. But we do have a 5 and a 5 here. We got a 5 there, so we know one of these two is a 5. Still doesn't help us find where the 1 and 3 goes. But then we also notice we got a 2 and a 2 here, so one of these is a 2. Well, we've got a 2 here, so this is a 2 right there. And therefore, 2 and 2 from here means one of these is a 2, and we've got a 2 here also. So we have 2 5 twins here. Oops, I'm sorry, kind of in the way there. 2 and 5 twins there. Because we have a 2 here, a 2 here. So one of these two has to be a 2, because we've got a 2 here also, and we've got a 5, 5, and 5 here. So we know these are 2 5 twins. And therefore, because of that knowledge and the 1-3s we have here, we know these are 1 and 3 twins. Okay, so 1-3s, 2 5s. Okay, because of these 6 8 twins here, well, and we've got an 8 here, so we know one of these is an 8 because they're 6 8 twins, and because of this 8, we've got an 8 here, so we know that is an 8 right there. Now we've only got 3 cells in this box right here that we don't know the numbers for, and we got 1-3s here, 2 5s here. This 8 can't fit in one of these two, so we know that's an 8 right there. Okay. Now, because we have 6 8s here, and we have, let's say this 2 isn't here yet. I want to talk about this ambiguity rule that I mentioned, that John Blosser commented on. And if we didn't fill this 2 in yet, we have 6 8 here. Oh, and let me fill in one more number here. We've got 7 and 7 here. We've got 7 there, so we know this is a 7 right there, and therefore we know that is a 7, and this is a 6 up here. Okay. Now we have 6 8 twins here, and I put this 2 in. If that 2 weren't there, we'd know one of these two would be an 8. Okay. Without that 2 there, right here, we'd know that. Let me throw another number in here. We've got 6 9s left here. We've got 1-3 twins, 2 5 twins, and we've got 6 and 9 left, and we've got a 9 there. So 6 goes there, 9 goes there. Okay. Now I'm sorry for the I'm kind of making this a little clumsy, but I want to point out this ambiguity rule here. Okay, now that we have a 6 here, we know one of these 4 is a 6, and assume this 2 isn't there yet. We also know that one of these 2 is an 8. Okay. Because these are 6 8 twins, and because of the ambiguity rule, we know that these can't be 6 8 twins, because if they were, this puzzle would have 2 solutions. We'd have a 6 maybe here and an 8 here, and therefore an 8 here and a 6 here. Or we could have an 8 and a 6 and a 6 and an 8. So we know that these two can't be 6 8 twins because these are 6 8 twins. And that's what I call the ambiguity rule. If these were 6 8 twins also, we'd have 2 solutions to this puzzle in Sudoku. puzzle. So therefore we know one of these two is a 6 right here. And one of these is an 8. In order to avoid that ambiguity there that is required on Sudoku puzzles. I hope that's clear, and I'll probably point that out in future videos, but I just wanted to tell you about that rule. Okay, so let's continue on. And again, I'm sorry, that was kind of a clumsy way of explaining that, but I just wanted to point out that new rule that I haven't taught in any other videos previously. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. We've only got one number left in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So then we know that's a 7. Okay, so we got one of these is a 7 here. Alright. Let's see. We've got a 4 here and a 4 here and a 4 there, so we know that's a 4. And now we've got a corner sidewalk here. Even with that 7 missing, we'd have a corner sidewalk here. And let's see, what do we have here? 4, 3, 2, and 8. Well, we got a 4, 3, and 8 in here already, but we don't have a 2 yet. So we know one of these is a 2. So we have ghost 2s here. And therefore we know this is a 2. And this is a 5 because those are our 2 5 twins we found earlier. And now we know, let's look at this a little bit closer. We've got a 9 here and a 9 here and a 9 here, so we know one of these is a 9. Of course, let me fill this in right here. We've got just got a 5 left right there. Okay, so we got 9s here. And what else do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2, 6, and 9. We know one of these is a 2. We know one of these is a 9. But the 6 can go anywhere, except for the fact we've got 6, 8 twins here. So we know that can't be a 6. So we know this is our 2 because we now, with this 6, 8 twins here, we know one of these is a 6 and one of these is a 9. So we have 6, 9 twins there, and this is a 2. Alright, now we've got 5s here, so we know these are 5, 7 twins. We also know these are 6, 8 twins, so we could have deduced these 5, 7 twins here. We can't solve those yet. We can't solve the 6, 8 twins yet. Oh yes, we can. We've got an 8 here and an 8 here. So fill in that 8. Now we know this is a 6 and that's an 8. And one of these is a 6. We've also got a 6 here and a 6 here, so we can fill in this 6 now. Okay, so one of these is a 6, and what else are we? Let's see, what are we missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 3, and 6. We know these are 1 and 3 right here. Okay, we got a 6 there, so we know this is a 6 right there. So we got 1, 3 twins here, and 1, 3 twins there. Should be able to fill in this loner cell right here. Well, we got 1, 3s here, so let's see, that's a 9. Put that 9 in there. Okay, we got 5 7s here, so we know one of these is a 1. I don't think we can solve those yet. We got a 6, 9 twins here. 1, so these must be 1, 6, and 9 right here. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 6, and 9. And a 6 there, and 9 there, and a 1 there. So this is 6 or 9, 1 or 9, 1 or 6. So we can't solve those yet. Let's look at this this row right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2, 4, 6, 9. We're missing there. We know these are 6, 9. Got a 4, 6 here, so that's a 2, 9. We got a 2, 9 here, so that's 4, 6. And this can be 2, 4, or 9. So we can't solve those yet. We know this is a well, let's see. We can solve this one because we know these are 1, 3 twins and these are 1, 3 twins. So these have to be 1, 3 twins. So what are we missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 there. Okay, we knew that because these are 1, 3 twins here. There was only one number left. And now we've got 1, 3s here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 1, 3 twins there. So this whole bottom section, all we need is 1 or 3s, and we can't solve any of them yet. Alright, what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 3, and 5. There's a 1 and 3, so we know that's a 5. Okay. We've got a 5 here and 5, 5. So one of these is a 5. Let's see. So we have 1 3's left here. Let's look at the top row. Well, let's just go through sections real quick. We know the bottom section here just needs 1s and 3's. So we got 1, 1. 1 can fit anywhere there. 1, 1, 1. Okay, 2's. 2, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2. 3's, 1, or 3, 3. There's a 3 there. So one of those can be a 3, 3, 3, 3. 4's. Okay, there's a 4 right there. Of course, I could have finished that row right there pretty easily. 4, 4. Okay, we got a 4 and 4 there, so the 4 goes there. Okay, 5's. 5. 5's there. 5, 5, 5. 6's. 6, 6. 6 here and a 6 here, so one of these is a 6. Okay, 7's. 7, 7, 7. Oh, we got a 7 there now. So we can fill in these 5 7's here. Okay, so that now we can fill in this 5 right here. So you got 5 and 5 there, so that's a 5. Okay, 7, 7, 7. 8's. 8, 8. 8, one of these top ones is an 8. We got an 8 and an 8 there. 8, 8, 8, and 9's. 9, 9, 9. Don't know that 9 yet. So you got a 9 here, 9, 9. Okay. See if we can do anything with 1's. We still don't know where the 1's go. Got a 1's there, 1's there, 1's there, and 3's. Okay, one of these is a 3. Okay, I think we just solved the 1 3's in the bottom because we got a 3 here So one of these has to be a 3, so that's a 1. There's a ghost 3's there. 3. Okay, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Okay. So that helped us solve our 1 3's at the bottom there. So now we've got 3, 3, 3, and a 1. Okay, one of these two has to be a 1. And again, because of the ambiguity rule that I introduced today, one of these has to be a 3 because we've got a 3 here. So we know, even without this 1 here, we know that one of these can't be a 1 because we got 1 3's here. And if we had 1 3's here and 1 3's here, we'd have an ambiguous puzzle, or a puzzle with two solutions. 1's here, we got a 1 here, and 1's here, so we know that's a 1 there. Okay. And then we got a 3 and a 3, so one of these is a 3. Can't solve those yet. Let's look here now. This must be 6 9 6 9. We've got 6 9's here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Yeah, 6 9. What else are we missing here? So we got a 2 6 and 9 here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 2 6 and 9. We got a 2 and a 9 there, so that's a 6. Okay, so now we can solve our 6 9's there. We got a 2 and a 9 left here. There's a 9 there, so 2 9. So these are 3 9 twins here now, because we got a 9 and a 9. There's a 9, so we can fill in the 3 9's, and we can fill in the 1 3's here, and we've got 1 and 2 left. 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 1 and 2 left. We got a 1 there. So that's a 2 and that's a 1. Okay. So that one was kind of fun. We started off by finding quite a few twins and using other more advanced tricks to solve this puzzle. I hope that was enlightening for you, and as you can see, medium puzzles can still be fun, even if you're already more advanced and you're doing hard puzzles and diabolical puzzles. Well, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.